Hello and welcome to the Nomadic Table. I have discovered a cooking technique early on in my nomadic life, and it's a principle called chop. Real simple, and it means that you go to the store, you get some vegetables, any kind of vegetables that you want, whatever's on sale, whatever looks good, whatever's at the farmer's market in season. It doesn't matter what kind of vegetables you get. And you use that as a basis to spin off other foods. So for instance, you have an onion, you have a pepper, some spinach, some tomatoes, and with just these four, you can use these to spin off a whole another set of dishes. And right now, we're going to doctor up some simple, real simple Campbell's chicken noodle soup. We're going to take this Campbell's chicken noodle soup, and we're going to make it into a nice, hearty, more healthier, it has a lot of sodium in it. We're going to make a more healthier meal out of this. So, let's get cooking. Okay, we're going to get our pan on our stove here. Some chicken noodle soup in here. And I don't know if you can see that. Let me adjust this camera. Don't know if you can see this. Let's get it down there a little more. Okay, there we go. That means I'm going to disappear from the frame here, but that's okay. It's the food we want to see, right? Okay. Now we'll get some water to add to the soup. Chicken noodle soup. We want to make it a little more interesting. So let's add some tomatoes in here. Okay, here I come with these tomatoes. And we just cut some of these up in here. Cut up a little bit of tomatoes. And then we're going to add some spinach. And I tell you what, when you're in that food desert and there's not a lot of fresh stuff, this is your secret weapon. Just grab some of the stuff from the bagged aisle, grab some bagged spinach, grab some bagged kale, grab some of those little boxes of tomatoes there. They're around everywhere. And just add them to your dish. And then you've got a little punch of something fresh in there. And it's a lot better than nothing. Okay, let's add some rice in here. And some soy sauce. Give a little Asian flair. Tempted to put some New Mexico chilies in. I like to put New Mexican chilies in everything. So we're going to keep this a little more Asian style, and so we'll just add this in there. Okay. Well, let's get this fire going here. Okay. Took a little tiny bit there just to get to light, but once this is going, and we let this radiant burner on our MSR wind burner warm up a little bit, and you can tell when it's ready. You see there is a try to get it in here. There's a red indicator light. Can you see that line of bright orange? That's an indicator light that tells you that the stove is lit. And then when this gets ready to cook on this head, it all turns orange, and that lets you know it's ready to cook on. And boy, I wish I had some fancy software. I wish I had better camera equipment, but you know what? Do what we can. That's cute. Do what we can out here. We always don't have fancy stuff out here, right? Okay. So we're going to let that cook a little bit. And I am going to bring it around here and get in the frame. Okay. Put it in selfie stick mode. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about this cooking method called chop. So you have your whatever vegetables you want to buy, and you got them all chopped up, and you can use that to spin off any kind of variety of meals. You can serve it as a side dish with some meat. You could serve it in a stew with some meat. You could make some chicken stock, vegetable stock, beef stock. Put your chop in there, a few more vegetables maybe, have yourself a nice pot of soup, just like that. Very simple. You can put it in stir fry. You got Asian chop. You put it with some noodles, you got chopped primavera. Roll it up in a tortilla, add some salsa, some fresh cilantro, got Mexican chop. So it's very versatile. That's a few ingredients, chop them up, fry them up, and you've got a basis for a whole spin-off of meals. And the reason that this works is because a lot of time in the van life and the nomadic life, you don't always have space and weight for things. You don't have a gigantic refrigerator. Maybe you have no refrigerator. You're trying to do this without refrigeration. You go to town and get a couple things that can last a few days, maybe last in the cooler a few days. You got a few days of some good chop basis there. I know when I started out this life, I thought it's going to be impossible to eat healthy out here. Oh my God, it's going to be impossible. I mean, how am I going to carry all of this stuff? How am I going to carry all this stuff? How am I going to carry all this stuff from refrigeration? I started out with intending on taking a cooler, but I got a refrigerator later, so I'll get a refrigerator. And so now my cooking is more of a hybrid. I know I didn't want to eat all junk. I didn't want to try to eat all fresh because it'd be really hard. I'm just checking out that stove. I knew it'd be really hard eating all fresh, and I didn't want to eat pure junk. So I kind of made like a hybrid of the two. I'll get some soup, but I'll punch it up with some fresh stuff, with some flavor enhancers like soy sauce, chili sauce, New Mexican green chilies, like the Mexican green chilies, huh? There's all kinds of flavor enhancers that you can use. You can go down the condiment aisle in the grocery store. You can look up all kinds of things. You can put up some ketchup. You can put up some grilling marinades, steak sauce, barbecue sauce, hoisin sauce, sweet chili sauce, sriracha sauce, the hot sauce everybody likes from Asia. Okay, that stuff that everybody likes. Okay, there's a lot of ways you can get bean paste, bean chili green paste. It's like in the Asian aisle. Thai fish sauce. You want to go for the Thai slanting, coconut milk. It's all kinds of things you can do to make some flavor enhancers for your basic chop recipe. A few other ingredients, and then some flavor enhancers, and then you've got a good dish. You're not slaving all day over a stove. You're not trying to carry a lot of stuff you can't keep. Very simple ingredients and very simple techniques. Okay, so we're going to wait for our chicken noodle soup to heat up here, and we're going to check on it in a little bit here. Okay, so we are back, and here is our finished product. Nice pot of soup here. Now let's get some served up here. We're going to have our nice doctored up Campbell's soup served up here. Okay, and here we serve it up here. We got some nice broth there with some nice soy sauce. We got that spinach in there, and we got some fresh tomatoes in there to add some more flavor. And let's give it the taste test. Let's see how it tastes in there. Oh, excuse my adjustment. Yes, editing software. Lynn, get some editing software. Yeah, I plan to do that. Need a lot of things, but we need video editing software. Okay. Very good. Pretty good. Okay. So this is the nomadic table, and happy cooking down the road.